Hello and welcome to our first virtual annual members meeting. I'm Mike Deegan, Group Chief Executive, and I would like to update you on MFT's activities and performance during 2019-2020. But before I get into the detail today, I want to take the opportunity to thank each and every one of our staff for the tremendous effort and hard work that they put into managing the COVID-19 pandemic, often at personal cost to them as individuals and their families. I will come back to this later. As you know, MFT is one of the largest acute trusts in the UK, employing over 23,000 staff and with a turnover of £1.8 billion. We provide hospital care to around 750,000 people in Manchester and Trafford, and we're also the single biggest provider of specialised services in the whole of England. We're responsible for running a family of 9 hospitals across 6 separate sites. And work is continuing to enable North Manchester General Hospital to formally join MFT as our 10th hospital on the 1st of April 2021. Our hospitals are home to outstanding clinical, academic and support staff who are all committed to providing the best possible care and treatment for our patients. MFT also provides adult and children's community services for Manchester and Trafford through our local care organisation. Here, I've set out a snapshot of some of the activity across our trust in the past year, so you can get a sense of the breadth and scale of services we provide as an organisation. Over 400,000 patients have attended our A&E departments, around 1.7 million outpatient attendances, just shy of 300,000 inpatients, and over 13,000 babies were born in our hospitals. This year we also welcomed over 650 staff from Trafford Community Healthcare Services who joined MFT in October 2019. This was a natural development to align our Trafford hospital services with the community to improve care for patients. Delivering care closer to home is also the aim of the Manchester Royal Eye Hospital community eye clinics in North and South Manchester. In their first year, they've delivered 10,000 extra sight-saving treatments. Alongside this, I'm very proud of the pioneering new services and treatments at MFT which have been developed. I'll come on to this later in my presentation. Manchester is right at the forefront of health research. The expansion of global diagnostics company QIAGEN at our Oxford Road campus was great news for our clinicians and patients. This really will drive the discovery of new tests and treatments for both adults and children. Our teams continue to deliver excellent patient care during 2019-20, underpinned by the ongoing focus on our key strategic priorities. 1, our services. 2, research and innovation. And 3, our people. 3 years ago, we created a new citywide trust to provide much better, safer, more consistent care that's fit for the future. During 1920, our emphasis has been on delivering the planned benefits of the single hospital service for the people of Manchester and Trafford. Our MFT Group Clinical Service Strategy has brought clinical teams together across all our hospitals, delivering a consistently high standard of care for our patients. And by sharing expertise between our hospitals and the community, we've delivered further benefits, such as faster access to treatment and shorter stays in hospitals. Here are just a few of the examples of how we're making a real difference for patients. A bespoke paediatric theatre linked to the Starlight unit at Wythenshawe Hospital, creating capacity for up to 1,000 more children to undergo their much-needed operations each year. This also serves to free up space at the main RMCH campus for specialist procedures that can only be done there. The newborn services team at St Mary's have worked to integrate the teams across the Oxford Road campus and Wythenshawe to improve the transfer of neonates closer to home. This enables the timely transfer of the most vulnerable babies to our Oxford Road neonatal intensive care unit, especially those babies who require surgery or are the most preterm, reducing the need to find cots further afield. We opened a new purpose-built macular unit on the Trafford site, replacing the previous mobile unit, improving patient experience, allowing the Trust to also save money and reinvest in other areas. We created a single point of access for stroke, with 85% of patients transferred from hyperacute stroke units to MFT within 72 hours, and no patient waiting longer than 7 days for repatriation. A single weekend rota for urgent pacemaker implantation across MRI and Wythenshawe. This went live earlier in the spring, and access and length of stay for patients requiring treatment for acute coronary syndrome, ACS, continues to improve. Our patients also enjoy the benefits we can offer as one of the UK's leading research hospitals, including access to the latest tests, drugs and treatments. MFT patients were the first recruits to research studies, including treatments for a kidney condition and genetic disorders in children. Over 20,000 patients took part in studies and trials, helping us to pioneer new ways to diagnose and treat a wide range of conditions. I'd also like to highlight the ongoing role of our research teams in global efforts to understand and treat coronavirus. Several studies began recruitment at MFT in late March, including the Recovery Trial, the first treatment trial for COVID-19. Of course, we couldn't achieve any of this without the dedication and expertise of our 23,000 staff. As a board, we know just how much pressure everyone is under to maintain safe and compassionate patient services during what's been an incredibly challenging year for the NHS. Whether our staff have a frontline clinical role or provide vital support and administration services, every colleague contributes to the care of our patients and their families. This is all underpinned by the core MFT attitudes and behaviours summed up in our Trust value statement. Together, care matters. Our equality, diversity and inclusion strategy for our staff, patients and the communities we serve is also central to our approach. Only by capitalising on the diverse talents of all our staff will we be successful in providing the best clinical services. This was so powerfully illustrated when over 4,000 staff pledged their support for the NHS LGBT Rainbow Badge Initiative. Looking after our people is a key priority. We have in place an employee assistance programme which is accessible to all staff 24 hours a day throughout the year. Last year we supported an amazing 658 staff, the largest ever team MFT in the Great Manchester Run in their race preparations. We also had a really successful winter flu vaccination programme for our staff. Listening to our staff and sharing what we learn is another important focus for us, especially in a period of change and transition. We might not always get things right, but we act quickly and respond to staff feedback, which we get through many ways, including quarterly staff opinion pulse checks to assess and understand progress, leadership walk-rounds to increase the visibility of senior staff, our freedom to speak up champions who encourage colleagues to speak out when something's not right so we can respond and learn from it. And importantly, our devolved group structure means that our leadership teams work closely with frontline staff, putting decision-making as close as possible to the people who use our services. I'd like to end by sharing just 3 of the many personal highlights during 1920. First, what I see every day of the week, how our staff focus on the basic fundamentals of care. So important, and it really allows us to maintain a safe and caring environment for our patients. Secondly, the Mft Excellence Awards. Understandably, this is something in which we've had to celebrate virtually this year, but it demonstrates the very best of our MFT staff who go the extra mile for our patients and their families. Thirdly, our coronavirus response. I am immensely proud of the outstanding teamwork, the innovation and the dedication that shaped our response since the onset of the pandemic. This continues today as we carefully reopen all our services for the people of Manchester, Trafford and beyond. This past year has not been without its challenges, as is the case for many NHS organisations. At MFT, we are committed to leading the way, both locally and nationally, in delivering high quality care and improving the health and well-being of our communities. I would like to take this opportunity to sincerely thank all our hard-working staff, partners, volunteers, supporters and fundraisers for all your energy, professionalism and commitment throughout 1920.